Hello and welcome to Self-Taught Japanese in Rosetta Stone 3. I'm Spike and this is my progress. Hopefully also teaching you a little bit about the Japanese language as I casually learn about it, for you to follow along and hopefully, learn a couple of things about the language, maybe how the grammar works, how the structure works, etc. So I've been doing this since the start of the year. And here we are at Unit 2, Lesson 3, listening and reading. In the previous video, which I did earlier today is Friday the 16th of May, I did the listening chunk, and I said I'd return after lunch. It's now after lunch, so here is chunk number 2 for the listening and reading. Now this is a little bit of a longer section. So I'm hoping to be able to get this done, ready for having my daughter this afternoon, for this weekend. So without further ado, let's get this all set up, ready to go. We're going to be doing listening and reading. For those who have found this live stream or this video, please like, follow, share and subscribe to both my channels. They are twitch.tv/crunk7up and youtube.com/exofficina. That's EXOFFICINA. If you could follow me over on those channels, it would mean a great deal to me as I try to hit 50 follows and 50 subscribers, just so that I can get the next set of tools that are afforded to creators when you hit those milestones on the platforms. Hopefully I'll be able to then create and produce better content and videos for you all, not just limited to these Japanese streams, but also the gaming content and so on and so forth. Right, without further ado, let's begin the listening and reading section and get the microphone set up on the old headset. So we're going to start trying to count in Japanese. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that set up there.
彼女はアパートに住んでいます。
It's going to be this lady in her apartment here.
彼らは家に住んでいます。
And it's going to be the couple and their dog and child outside the front of their house.
私たちはアパートに住んでいます。
It's going to be the couple in their apartment.
私は家に住んでいます。
And that's the man outside his apartment, his house. So we've got apartment, house, apartment, house. Watashitachi, we're talking about us in the polite form. It's the male speaking. What's next to his lovely wife, his missus. Then we've got the polite form I, with the male speaking and saying this is my house. And the lady, the kanojo, the female form. And then we've got kararawa, which is the plural form of us, we. Move on to slide 2.
女の子は橋の上に座っています。
There is a girl sitting on the bridge.
女の子たちは橋の上に立っています。
There are girls standing on the bridge.
男の人は通りに立っています。
The man is standing in the street.
女の人は公園で座っています。
A lady sits in the park. Or is sitting in the park. There's a lady sitting in the park. So as before, we've got the plural form of the female form. And we've got the singular female form. We've got the older gentleman, the older masculine form here. And then the older feminine form here. We have hashi, which is bridge in both of these. Tate is to stand. Suwate is to sit. And the same for these two, except we've got tori, which is street or avenue. And koen, which is park or outside. Slide 3.
どこに住んでいますか?
So here we have the which apartment are you, or which one is yours? Where do you live? And for this, it's number 211, so it's Watashi wa apato no 211に住んでいます。
私はアパートの211に住んでいます。
So then we'll have the same here. どこに住んでいますか？
どこに住んでいますか？
Where do you live? And then I live in apartment number, or apartment no 215に住んでいます。Because she's
私
215.
はアパートの215に住んでいます。
2, 2, 1, 1, go, 5. There we go. Let's go number 4.
町、
Machi, it's a city.
橋、
It's a bridge.
通り、
It's a street.
国、
It's the flag or the country.
公園、
It's the park way outside. There we have it. Slide 5.
この橋はニューヨークにあります。
This bridge is in New York.
この通りはパリにあります。
This street is in Paris.
この町はフランスにあります。
This city is in France.
この町はアメリカにあります。
This city is in America. There it is. So there we are. As we can see, Le Consulat is in France. The Eiffel Tower is obviously in Paris, which is in France. This bridge is in New York, clearly, and then obviously we've got the New York Statue of Liberty. It's in America. Slide 6.
彼らはアメリカの出身です。彼はアメリカの出身です。
So this one's given
彼
us
女
the
はアメリカの
American
出身
ones
で
first.
す。彼はフランスの出身です。
So that's the man in top middle who's saying he's from France.
彼らはフランスの出身です。
That's the group of people who are saying that they're from France.
彼女はフランスの出身です。
And that's the singular female who's saying that she's from France. So we're just doing a little bit of match up here, despite the change of country and form. But it's essentially the same as the last exercise in the last module slides. Let's go to slide 7.
私たちは日本の出身です。
We are from Japan. It's the kids.
日本の出身ですか？
Are you from Japan? That's a question. So it's going to be, that's good.
私は日本の出身です。
It's the female form being polite. I am from Japan.
彼は日本の出身です。
And then the I form, the I masculine form, I am from Japan. That's the male here. So we've got the question. Nihon no shushin desu ka? Are you from Japan? And then I am from Japan, male form, kare wa. Watashi tachi wa, we are from, and it's polite, it's plural, it's kids. And then watashi wa, the female polite form, when she's speaking about saying that she's from Japan. Slide 8.
どこの出身ですか？
Where are you from? And he is, watashi wa Egypto no shushin desu.
私はエジプトの出身です。
He's from Egypt. This is doko no shushin desu ka? Because he's asking a question to these two.
どこの出身ですか？
And we know the answer isn't going to be to do with Egypt because we've already got that in the top one. So these girls must be watashi tachi because there's plural and there's two of them and it's polite to speak to females in this form. So they are from France. So watashi tachi wa
私たちはフランスの
shushin
出身です。
desu. There we go. So there's us asking a question on the left hand side with the answer of the subjects in the picture with the country that they are from. Let's go to slide 9.
女の子は家から遠くにいます。
So the little girl is something from the house. There's the house. Kara from toku is far. She is far. So that's
男の子は家の近くにいます。
And the converse, here's the little boy, otokonoko. Well, he's in front of the house. Yeah, wa ie no. But he is chikaku. He is close to the house. So, otokonoko wa ie no chikaku ni imasu.
馬は家から遠くにいます。
And then from this we can work out uma is obviously horse. So we're on about this picture here. And he is toku. He is far from the house, which is why it's blurred and in the background. So uma wa ie kara toku ni imasu.
犬は家の近くに
Then
いま
leaves us
す。
with the dog, which is inu. And again, chikakuni is close to. So there we have the girl that's far from the house, the dog that's close to the house, the horse that's far from the house, and the boy who is close to the house. Let's go slide 10.
この国の名前はエジプトです。
The name of this country is Egypt.
この国の名前はイタリアです。
The name of this country is Italy.
この国の名前は日本です。
The name of this country is Japan.
この国の名前はロシアです。
The name of this country is Russia. There we go. See, the flags in this one, they definitely do help to obviously locate which country it's about. But within the form of the sentence, obviously, it gives us the context. Kono kuni no namae wa Italy desu. So the name of this country is. We've got Italy, Japan, Egypt, and Russia. And we can see how the form for the name changes. There we go. We've got the names: Italia, Nihon, Egypto, and Russia. But the sentence itself, the structure and the grammar does not change in this instance. Let's go to slide 11.
日本はブラジルから遠くにあります。
So Japan and Brazil are far from each other.
日本は中国の近くにあります。
Japan and China, Jugoku is China, are close to each other.
イタリアはフランスの近くにあります。
Italy and France are close to each other.
イタリアはブラジルから遠くにあります。
Italy and Brazil are far from each other. At least in English translation, this sentence in context would say this. Obviously, if you took it quite literally, Japan, China are close. Oh, is close. There is, or they are. Again, it's taking that. The literal translation of Japanese is very much how Yoda speaks, but in the context in the translation, obviously, Japan and China are close to each other. Or in this instance, in the second slide, Japan and Brazil are far from each other. Third slide, Italy and France are close to each other, and you get the idea. Let's go to slide 12.
私は医者です。
私の名前はジョン・クラークです。
私は教師です。私の名前はスー・シンプソンです。私の名前はナンシー・ウィルソンです。
So that's going to be our doctor.
私の名前はビクター・ポポフです。
It's the,
私
Russian guy at the
は
bottom.
警察官です。
I am a police officer. Clearly this one.
私はロシアの出身です。
I am from Russia. This guy here. And there we have it. So we get a couple of forms given here, and the answer to both is in this bottom left. But watashi wa isha desu. I'm a doctor. And my name is Nanshi Ulison desu. I am a policeman. And my name is John Clark. I am a teacher. Watashi no namae Sue Simpson. So her name's probably Sue Simpson. Watashi wa Roshia no Jutin desu. I am from Russia. My name is Victor Popov. You can see how there's slight differences in how the Japanese take their katakana in their Japanese and translate foreign words into Japanese. Now, obviously, in the Western world, it's a little bit of a joke take or almost a form of xenophobic racism, I suppose, where everyone sort of takes the mick out of the Japanese being like, "Oh, your name is Victor Popov, Victor Popov, or McDonald, or as they have in here, dining room is dining room, etc." But for them, their kanji and katakana alphabetical make up the syllabic sounds that our language do in English, and this is how they would directly translate the foreign words to sound correctly in Japanese so that they understand what's being said when it comes to a Western word, Western name, etc. Which is why we see this slight deviation and Japonification, if you like, of English words and names that when spelled correctly, but in pronunciation, obviously we get this slight, almost comical effect in Japanese, where it sounds like it's a little bit of a mick take or a piss take, whatever. But that's not necessarily intended. It's just how they extrapolate from English and then translate into Japanese for it to make sense with their particular alphabet and sounds, which is why we get this effect. It's also why they have katakana as an
こん
alphabet
にちは。お名
for
前
Western
は
words. So, konnichiwa, what is your name? Sarah des.
サラです。
And
どうぞよろしく。
yoroshiku. Nice to meet you. Let me start again. Konnichiwa, お名
こん
前
に
は
ちは。お名前は
ジョーンズ
Jonzu
です
des. Which would leave this to be dozo yoroshiku.
どうぞよろしく。
There we go. So, hello, what is your name? My name is Sarah. Nice to meet you. That's the top line, and then obviously the bottom line. Hello, how are you? Or what is your name? My name is John, or Johnzu. Nice to meet you. Let's go to slide 14.
こんにちは。
Hello. Konnichiwa.
こ
What is your
んに
name?
ちは。お名前は
And Bobby Johnzu des. My name is
ボ
Bobby
ビー・
Johns.
ジョーンズです。
Nice to meet you.
どうぞよろしく。
Dozo yoroshiku. I miss one, and then it's a quick goodbye. Sayonara.
さようなら。
And that's our sentence conversation between two people of hello, what is your name? This is my name. Nice to meet you. Goodbye. Slide 15.
私の兄です。名前はウラジミールです。寝室で寝ています。
This is my younger brother. His name is Vladimir, and he's sleeping in the bedroom.
私の妹です。名前はジュリアです。公園で遊んでいます。
This is my daughter. Her name is Julia. She's playing outside. She's playing in the park.
母です。名前はあゆみです。台所で料理しています。
This is my nan, my grandmother. Her name is Ayumi, and she is cooking in the kitchen. Daidokoro de ryuri shiteimasu. Ryuri shiteimasu.
私の父です。名前はバートランドです。ダイニングルームで食べています。
This is my brother, younger or older. I think Chichi is older. We'll find out in a second. His name is Bertrand, and he's eating in the dining room. And there we are. I'll leave these on the screen for a little bit. So we've got, this is my brother, younger brother, older brother. I believe this one's older brother and this one's younger brother. His name is Bertrand, and he's eating in the dining room. There you go. Dining room. De tabateimasu. Next one, this is my brother. His name is Vladimir. He's sleeping in the bedroom. Shinjitsu is bedroom. Watashi no imoto desu. This is my daughter. Her name is Julia. I'm just playing in the park. Pretty sure imoto is my daughter. Let me just double check. Make sure I am getting these translations correct. If I can spell. Oh, younger sister. My bad. Younger sister is imoto. And Annie. So yeah, the one in the bedroom is older brother with Annie, and Chichi is younger brother. Pretty sure. Just double check, just to make sure that I am getting that right. Oh no, Chichi is father. That's my father. So Chichi is father. Annie is younger brother. What? His brother. I did just do this, didn't I? My brain's gone. I'm looking forward to my daughter arriving this weekend. Older brother. I should probably write this down just to double check and make sure. So, I'll do it afterwards. I'll do it after the video. So I'm not wasting too much time here. So that's younger sister Immortal. And haha, there's Nan, grandmother. Let's move to the next listening and reading.
ラジオ、
Radio,
アパート、
apato, apartment,
コンピュータ
computer,
ー、ドア、
the door,
テレビ、
television,
家、
house or home. And there we have our there's our words for this section. So as you can see, computer, like I was saying, it's a westernized word that's been Japonified, and they've subsumed it into their language, but it still comes out as such as this. Same with television, telebi, and radio. They are quite easy to spot and to figure out. So let's go to slide 2.
台所、
That's our kitchen.
トイレ、
It's the toilet.
流し、
It's the sink.
窓、
It's the window.
バスルーム、
The bathroom.
居間、
And the living room. And there's as you can see, basalumu. They've subsumed one westernized English word there and put that into their language too. Let's go to slide 3.
ラジオは椅子の上にあります。
The radio is on the chair, or there is a radio on the chair. Nice easy one to select.
猫はテレビの上にいます。
There is a cat on the television.
リンゴはコンピューターの上にあります。
There is an apple on the computer.
コンピューターはテーブルの上にあります。
There is a computer on the table. And there's our phrases for this particular slide. Relatively easy again to follow. Once you get to this stage after following some of the other videos, some of this starts to become quite obvious. In reading what is ahead in the Japanese, if that makes sense, to make the extrapolation and then obviously the correct answer, to learn that this is how you formulate the sentence of saying there is an apple on the computer or there is a cat on the television. Now again, bear in mind, it is still elementary school, primary school Japanese level, so it is still basic, but it is slowly ramping up the understanding of the grammar and the construction of the sentences and which particulars are being used for nouns, adjectives, verbs, etc., and how they change between the tenses, whether they're male and female, etc., etc. Let's go slide 4.
コンピューターは車の中にあります。
The computer is inside the car, or there is a computer in the car. There is on the
猫
back seat.
は帽子の中にいます。
There is a cat in the hat.
鍵は靴の中にあります。
There are keys in the shoe. That's a nice and simple one. This one's quite easy to hammer home the no nakani, and there is in, as opposed to no ueni, which is on, and no shtani, which is in, or under, sorry.
犬は
Here we
シャ
go.
ツの下にいます。
There we are. So the dog is under. There is a dog under the shirt, not a t-shirt. It's just a
猫
shirt.
はテーブルの下にいます。
There is a cat under the table.
男の子たちはベッドの下にいます。
There are boys under the bed. There we go. 男の子たちはベッドの下にいます。猫はテーブルの下にいます。犬はシャツの下にいます。Let's go slide 6. Power through
男
these.
の人は車の中にいます。
So there's a man inside the car.
男の人は車の下にいます。
There's a man under the car.
男の人は車の上にいます。
There's a man on the car. And then we have the differences no weni, no nakani, and no shitani to determine on, in, and under. Let's go slide 7.
今は緑です。
And here we have everything that's green. So the living room is green.
家は緑です。
The house is green.
トイレは緑です。
The toilet is green.
寝室は緑です。
The bedroom is green.
台所は緑です。
The kitchen is green.
ダイニングルームは緑です。
The dining room is green. And we have it. Everything in this is green. Let's go slide 8.
男の子とおじいさんはバスルームにいます。
The boy and his grandfather are in the bathroom. So they can only be
女の
shaving.
子とおばあさんはダイニングルームにいます。
The little girl and her Abarsan's grandmother. Pretty sure. Abarsan. Aunt or middle-aged lady.
男の子とおばあさんは料理しています。
Yep. Cooking.
女の子とおじいさんは遊んでいます。
And they are playing. Ow. Ow. So yeah, older woman, older woman, older man, older man. And then their locations of what they're doing. Cooking in this one, playing in this one, in the dining room in this one, and in the bathroom in this one. Slide 9.
ご主人は奥さんにキスしています。
Just pull this up. So, Goshridin, the husband and wife, are kissing. It's this one.
お父さんは息子さんを抱いていま
It's
す。
the father and son. They're hugging or
お姉
holding.
さんは弟にキスしています。
The older sister and the younger
お
sister.
母さんは娘さんを抱いています。
And then it's the mother and daughter. Hugging. And then we have this lovely set of slides. Again, I'm powering through these because it should start to be getting a little bit second nature now. It is for me. The other thing as well is we've already done 3 sets of slides of the same slides. So it's really starting to get into the brain as to which one is which. Particularly when we've gone through learning it with this to correctly guess which one it is. Then to pay attention to the grammar and how that changes. Which one's older and younger. And then to do it without any prompting, where it's just completely blank. And now we've got the listening and the reading to determine which picture is which. So it's kind of brought us back round full circle to where we started. And slide 10.
私は弟が大好きです。
弟は大好きです。It's my younger brother.
僕はおじいさんが大好きです。
Me and my granddad.
僕はお姉さんが大好きです。
Me and my little sister.
私はお母さんが大好きです。
Me and my mum. There we go. At least in context, that's what these would be. And you can see where we've got the watashi wa form for the feminine, speaking amongst themselves, and again in polite form. And then we've also got the masculine form, talking about my and I in masculine form here. And then again in masculine form for the younger sister. Yeah, it's not starting to get a bit easier to understand the Japanese in which way round it's used and in which particular form it's used, depending on who's around you and who you are talking to or about. Let's go to slide 11.
猫は魚を見ていま
The
す。
cat is watching the fish.
男の子たちはテレビを見ています。
The boys are watching the telly.
両親は聞いています。
The parents are listening.
子供はラジオを聞いていま
The
す。
child is listening to the radio. So you can see the slight differences here in approach and form. And then we've also got whether they're listening to the radio in here and watching the television here, whereas this is just they are listening, the cat is watching the fish. So we're objectifying these ones, we are slightly personifying these two on the left with an item.
お
Slide 12.
母さんは台所に座っています。
So she's sitting in the kitchen.
息子さんは居間に立っています。
So the son is standing in the living room.
お父さんは台所に立っています。
Dad is standing in the kitchen.
娘さんは居間に座っています。
And the daughter is sitting in the living room. So yeah, it's important. Suwate is to sit, tate is to stand, and then we've got each of the subjects, Oka-san, Oto-san, Musume-san, and Musuka-san, and then their location. Daidokoro for kitchen, Ima for living room. It becomes quite apparent which one is talking about which. And the extrapolation technique, again, to teach you, it shows you by the pictorial, once you've picked up these individual words and you can collate them together in the sentence, you start to get to an understanding of which one is which in which sentence and what the sentence means in translation. As, again, I'm finding here, and hopefully that you're finding as well, having followed these videos. Let's go to slide 13.
これはあなたの本ですか?
So we've got Deska here is asking the question, do you have any books? And, hi, watashi no
はい
hon desu.
私の本で
Because
す。
I do have some books. So here we are asking about a hat. So, これはあなたの帽子ですか?
これはあなたの帽子ですか?
And she's got a hand out to say no, which is iie. So, iie, watashi no bushi de wa arimasen. No, I do not want a hat. Arimasen. It's not arimas or imas, because that is. To is, there is, there are. Arimasen. Sen denotes negative, so it becomes I do not, they do not, there is not, there are not. So, no, I do not want the hat.
いいえ、私の帽子ではありません。
There we go. So we've got questions on the left and then the answer on the right. Let's go to slide 14.
妹さんですか?
Is this your sister? And the answer is, Hi, watashi no imoto desu.
私の妹で
So
す。
yes, this is my sister. And we've got another question being asked here, which is, これはあなたのボールですか?
これはあなたのボールですか?
Cool. So, and then she's taking the ball, it's in her hands. So, yes, this is my ball. Hi, watashi no boru desu.
私のボールです。
Nice. So there we can move on to slide 15.
靴はどこですか?
Where are the shoes? Which in this instance, the shoes are under the bed, so kutsu wa beddo no shita ni arimasu. They are under the bed.
靴はベッドの下にあります。
So yep, the shoes are under the bed. And then this one is Shinbun wa doko desu ka? Because we're asking the question. So where is the newspaper?
新聞はどこですか?
And it's on the bed in this example. So Shinbun wa beddo no ue ni arimasu. So Shinbun wa beddo no ue ni arimasu. The newspaper is on the bed, or there is a newspaper on the bed.
新聞はベッドの上にあります。
What? Excuse me, and that's that slide. So you can see asking the question on the left hand side, and then we're giving ourselves the answer on the right hand side of where they are, what they are, and where the location is. Let's go to slide 16.
私の鍵はどこですか?
Where are my keys? And it looks like the keys are in the car. So, kage wa kuruma no naka ni arimasu. The keys are in the car, or inside the car.
鍵は車の中にあります。
Okay, and we're asking another question here. So, this would be, watashi no koto wa doko desu ka?
私のコートはどこですか?
Where is my coat? And the coat is on the chair. So, koto wa isu no ue ni arimasu. Because it's on
コート
on
は
the back
椅
of the
子
chair,
の
isn't it?
上にあります。
So, coat, es koto, and isu is the chair. No ue ni, it's on. So, there's the coat on the chair. Let's go to slide 17. Through for the last bit of this video.
私の本はどこですか?
Where are my books? And the books are on the chair. So, hon wa isu no ue ni arimasu. Should be the answer, and it
本は
is.
椅子の上にありま
The
す。
books are on the chair. So, then we'll ask, watashi no kappu wa doko desu ka? Where are the cups?
私のカップはどこですか?
And for this one, kappu wa nagashi ni narimasu, because they are in the sink, which nagashi is sink and kappu is the cups. So,
カップは流しにあります。
fantastic. And that should be the end of, yes, the listening and reading repetition for this particular module. So that's 66 out of 66 correct. So today that is the listening done in the previous video. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching that before lunch. And then if you've come back again, similar day, different day, whatever, we've just completed the listening and reading section here in less than 40 minutes. That's a pretty good going. My apologies if it is a little bit swift. I have needed to crank these out. And obviously you're watching my documentation of me learning this language, translating and identifying bits and pieces of the grammar, the structure, how the syllabants works, how the kanji, hiragana, katakana works, as I'm learning. So I'm hoping that you're getting enough information from this. There should be enough time to pause on each individual section if you need to rehear a specific phrase or a specific section, or to watch me get things wrong and have to repeat myself, whichever way around you want to do it, to be able to learn from these videos in sequence, in order, and learn at the similar sort of pace that I've been learning at. Bear in mind I started this back in January at the start of the year. We're now in May, and yeah, I'm only 2 units in. Nearly finished the end of this unit, but my understanding of written, listening, speaking, reading Japanese has gone up tenfold from where I started, despite having a tiny little bit of previous experience. So I'm hoping that these videos are finding you and you are enjoying them. I hope that you are gaining something from them. I hope that with them being up there and free, that you can watch them at your own leisure, pause and rewind sections as and when required, and can learn the same things that I'm learning from this program and these materials in the same manner, and therefore garner yourself with an understanding of some Japanese and the language as it stands. So that's it from me from this video. The next one that I'll be doing will be the speaking video and the review. I think I might bundle those two together, because the review does go through everything from core lesson all the way through to the end, to the actual review module itself. So there could be any one of these pictorial slides from these modules here put into this 5-minute review. We will soon see. That will be coming from me later on this weekend, hopefully before Monday. So I want to start core lesson 4 on Monday. And now I've been given some leeway from my work from home commitments with the partnership initiative, NDSPT. Please go and check us out. I have a little bit more time to complete and finish my my personal business setup and all this content creation stuff. So I've now got a bit more even time to do both. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. The going into the speaking module, that'll be up for next time. That'll be on the next video. That'll be in number 47. Thank you very much for joining me again today for this second video that's gone out. I much appreciate every single person who manages to watch this video, anyone who finds it informative and gets something from this video. Thank you very much for watching and upping those numbers, and for supporting me as a creator. I hope that you are all enjoying the content. Comment in the videos below on any of the videos that you may find necessary, where I either make a mistake, need to make a correction. Constructive feedback, constructive criticism, all is welcome. Please, please, please get in touch if you wish to discuss any further points or let your thoughts be known. As always, like, follow, share and subscribe both channels. We have twitch.tv/crunk7up, which is where I live stream these videos out first, and then I immediately after the stream export straight to YouTube, and YouTube is youtube.com/exofficina. That's EXOFFICINA. Hopefully if you've been watching regularly by now, you'll know the channels by now. They both interlink, so if you get one, you can't miss the other, and vice versa. If you wish to talk privately or direct, if you're not getting in the comments in the videos each individually, please join me on my Discord. The Discord link is on both channels' pages. And yeah, just enjoy the content for what it is. Try and get something from it. That's my hope anyway. You can see that it's not too hard to learn Japanese if you put your mind to it and you've got something like this. Obviously, if you can't afford the materials and stuff, that's why I've produced these videos, for you to be able to see how these programs kind of interact with you to teach you Japanese, so you get some basic understanding and learning from the structure, the construction, what each word is, etc., etc., for you to formulate and learn at your own pace the language, if you so wish to do so. Right, that's all from me. I will hopefully be back through the weekends to obviously complete this speaking module and get the review in. Please bear in mind that it is a weekend with my daughter, so it will be as and when I can try and fit that in. But yeah, that's it from me. If not, I will be back after this weekend on the Monday. So, as always, I hope you've enjoyed the videos. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe on both channels. As always, take care, stay safe, keep sane, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!